United States of America, USA President-elect Donald Trump will be no doubt the first ex-convict to become president in the North American country after Justice John Merchan sentenced him to no jail term and no fine on conditional discharge after the judge had last year found him guilty of falsifying business records and convicted him for criminal felony. Details of the judgment and other events that occurred yesterday at the court while Justice John Merchan was presenting the judgment is published in our audio and video versions of this news report. President-elect Donald Trump was sentenced to unconditional discharge for 34 charges of business fraud related to hush money payment to Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential campaign. President-elect Donald Trump was sentenced Friday morning in New York after the Supreme Court refused to block the sentencing, making him the first U.S. president to be convicted and sentenced for a crime to take office. Trump appeared virtually from Mar-a-Lago, according to local media, while others also reported that he appeared virtually for the sentencing at a courtroom in New York. Trump could have been sentenced of up to 4 years in prison but instead was delivered a sentence that does not include penalties like jail term or probation in what's called an unconditional discharge. An unconditional discharge, in legal terms, means that the person is convicted of the charges but is not punished further, such as with jail time, probation, or fines. Essentially, they are released without any conditions attached to their discharge. This can happen in cases where the court determines that the conviction itself serves as enough of a deterrent or punishment, according to local observers in the United States of America. Trump doesn't face any jail time, fines or probation, but his conviction still stands and he will enter office as a convicted felon, one of the observers added. The Source News Media reported that Judge Merchan emphasized that while the office of the presidency grants considerable legal protections, those protections do not diminish the seriousness of the crime. One power they do not provide is the power to erase a jury verdict, Merchan stated, acknowledging the citizenry's role in returning Trump to office despite the conviction. According to CNN, Trump, appearing virtually from Mar-a-Lago, maintained his innocence. "The fact is I'm totally innocent. I did nothing wrong," he said, calling the case a political witch hunt designed to damage his reputation. Trump also criticized Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, claiming the case was unwarranted and harmed New York